Now here I'm going to tell you something about returning. Okay, so the function usually returns something. So this the return statement is used to exit a function. Okay, usually that. Okay, that's the usually thing that we use it. So I'm going to remove. Let me remove everything from here. Okay, I'm going to create a function that change a negative to positive number and also the positive to positive number. Okay, if you give a negative number, it should give you a positive number, and if you give it a negative number, it also should give you a positive. If you give it positive, you get positive. If you give it negative, again you get positive, something like that. So I'm going to name this return. Okay, return value, and let's use a as argument. Okay, down here inside here, let's check. I'm going to use an if statement here. Okay, if a is greater or equal to 0, and then down here we return it. Okay, let's use the return keyword and we use return a. So right now you see that this is a positive. When it's a positive, you don't need to change the value, you just return it from here. Okay, and also we have another part which is else. When it is else, maybe it's not greater than 0, maybe it's smaller than 0. When it's smaller than 0, we can return the negative part. Okay, so negative with negative become positive. Okay, so that is just like this, which is very easy. And finally we can print this. Okay, so before, when we were printing the data or the result within the function, you didn't need to print the result. Okay, or when you call the function, you just call it and it was giving you the result like this, return value. And for example, if I give 12, it's not going to give me the result. Okay, it's not going to show anything, because from here we're returning. Okay, we're not printing. We need to print this statement. Okay, we need to print this function, the whole function, when we call it. So let me use it like this and use Control S. Now if I run it, it's going to give me 12. Okay, and I'm going to use Control C and Control V. This time I'm going to add a negative number here, like -12, and this time it's going to give me both 12. Okay, first we have 12, which is a positive number, and it will come and check if when it's greater than 0, it will return that. Okay, so when you give it 12, 12 come here, 12 is greater than 0, then it will return 12, so you can print it here and it will show that here. Okay, the next one, which is negative, it will come here and check this condition, and you see that it is false, and it will not do this one. Okay, it will not execute this statement. It will come to this statement and it will return the negative part one, and it will become like this. Okay, it will be like this. So negative to negative become positive, and when it is positive, we have positive here. Okay, that easy. So it is how a function will return a value. Okay, so through the course you're going to learn this. Okay, when we move on in a little advanced step, you will learn all this with examples, with project, and you're going to learn this perfectly.